Real cost of living in Texas versus California, 2026 breakdown, is more than just a trending comparison. It's a real-life money decision thousands of Americans are making right now. Picture this. It's 7:30 a.m. in Los Angeles. Jake is staring at his coffee, scrolling through Zillow, wondering how a modest three-bedroom home costs nearly $1 million. At the same time, in Dallas, Maria is pulling into her driveway, a four-bedroom house she bought last year for less than half of what Jake would pay in Southern California. Same country, same year, completely different cost of living reality. Today, we're walking through the real cost of living in Texas versus California in 2026. It is not just numbers on a chart, but what it actually feels like in your paycheck, your rent, your grocery cart, and your long-term financial goals. The overall cost of living gap keeps widening in 2026. When people search Texas versus California cost of living 2026 or is Texas cheaper than California, they're usually shocked by the spread. California remains one of the most expensive states in America. Texas, while not as dirt cheap as it once was, still sits below the national average in many categories. In practical terms, if you earn $100,000 in California, especially near cities like San Francisco or San Diego, your buying power may feel closer to $65,000, $75,000 in a lower-cost state. In Texas, that same $100,000 salary stretches noticeably further, especially outside Austin. That difference affects everything: savings rate, retirement contributions, emergency funds, even stress levels. And that's where the real story begins. Housing costs tell the biggest part of the story. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Housing. In California, median home prices in many metro areas still hover between $750,000 and well over $1 million. Rent for a modest apartment in Los Angeles or San Jose can easily hit $2,800 to $3,500 per month. Now shift to Texas. In Dallas, Houston, or San Antonio, median home prices are often between $300,000 and $450,000. Rent for a similar apartment might range from $1,400 to $2,100 depending on the neighborhood. That's not just a small difference. That's life-changing. Jake in California spends 40-50% of his income on housing. Maria in Texas spends closer to 25-30%. The result? Maria can max out her 401k. Jake is just trying to keep up with rising rent. This is why affordable housing in Texas 2026 is becoming a high search term, and why so many remote workers are relocating. State income tax creates a take-home pay reality check. Here's where things get interesting. California has one of the highest state income tax rates in the country. Depending on your income bracket, that rate can climb significantly. Texas, no state income tax. That doesn't mean Texans pay no taxes. Property taxes in Texas are higher than the national average. Sales tax can also add up. But from a paycheck standpoint, the difference feels immediate. Let's say you earn $120,000 annually. In California, after federal and state taxes, your take-home pay may shrink noticeably. In Texas, without state income tax, you keep more of each paycheck. For high earners, entrepreneurs, and dual-income families, this becomes a major factor in relocation decisions. It's not just about how much you earn, it's about how much you actually keep. Everyday expenses quietly shape your monthly budget. Now imagine grocery shopping. In California, a typical grocery bill runs higher due to transportation costs, labor expenses, and local regulations. Gas prices? Often among the highest in the nation. In Texas, gas prices tend to be lower. Groceries and dining out usually cost less compared to major California cities. Let's break it down. Gas prices in California frequently exceed national averages. Utilities in Texas can spike during extreme summers, but average monthly costs are often competitive. Dining out in cities like Austin or Houston is generally more affordable than San Francisco or Los Angeles. These may sound like small categories, but month after month they add up. An extra $300, $600 per month in everyday spending equals $3,600 to $7,200 per year. That's a vacation. That's an emergency fund. That's an IRA contribution. Small gaps create big financial outcomes over time. Job opportunities and salary levels tell a different side of the story. Now let's be fair. California still dominates certain high-paying industries, especially tech, entertainment, biotech, and venture-backed startups. Silicon Valley salaries can be massive. Six-figure compensation packages are common in certain roles. Texas, however, has been catching up fast. Austin has become a tech hub. Dallas is strong in finance and corporate headquarters. Houston leads in energy and healthcare. Many companies now offer remote roles, meaning you can earn a California-level salary while living in Texas. That's where the math gets powerful. A $150,000 remote salary in Austin stretches much further than the same salary in San Jose. This is why move from California to Texas for lower cost of living continues trending in relocation discussions. Lifestyle trade-offs go beyond the numbers. But cost of living isn't just about spreadsheets. California offers beaches, mountains, wine country, and year-round mild weather in many regions. There's a cultural diversity and entertainment scene that's hard to replicate. Texas offers space, bigger homes, lower population density in many suburbs, a strong sense of community in many areas, no state income tax. But summers in Texas can be brutally hot. Traffic in growing cities like Austin has increased. Property taxes may surprise new homeowners. Every state has trade-offs. The key question becomes, what matters most to you? Do you prioritize career access and coastal living, or financial breathing room and long-term savings? Raising a family shifts the cost comparison even more. Now imagine Jake and Maria both have 2 kids. Childcare in California can be significantly higher than in Texas. Private preschool, after-school programs, summer camps all tend to cost more in high-cost coastal areas. Health insurance premiums and out-of-pocket expenses can also vary. In Texas, housing affordability often allows families to buy homes in good school districts without stretching their finances to the limit. For families focused on building generational wealth, this difference becomes critical. Lower housing costs mean more money for college savings, retirement planning, paying off debt faster, building emergency reserves. Financial stability often feels more achievable when fixed expenses are lower. Long-term wealth building looks different in each state. Let's fast forward 10 years. Jake stayed in California. His property appreciated significantly, but so did his mortgage payments and cost of living. He built equity, but monthly expenses stayed high. Maria stayed in Texas. Her home value appreciated more moderately, but she consistently invested the difference she saved each month. Who ends up ahead? It depends on market cycles, investment discipline, and lifestyle choices. California real estate has historically appreciated strongly in certain markets. Texas offers steady growth with lower entry costs. One path may offer higher upside, the other may offer greater financial flexibility. There's no universal winner, only the best fit for your goals. The 2026 decision comes down to personal priorities. In 2026, Americans are asking smarter financial questions. Not just, where can I earn more, but where can I live better? If your priority is maximizing savings rate, lowering monthly expenses, and keeping more of your paycheck, Texas often makes a compelling case. If your priority is industry access, coastal lifestyle, and high earning potential in specific sectors, California may still win. The real cost of living in Texas versus California isn't just about price tags. It's about peace of mind. It's about opportunity. It's about how your money aligns with your life vision. And that's the deeper financial conversation most headlines miss. If this breakdown helped you understand the real cost of living in the United States, consider subscribing for clear conversations about life and money in the USA. This is Life and Finance in USA, where money meets real life.